Alright, so some people have been asking me how I make these everywhere at the end of time covers. Basically, I use FL Studio. Uh, you get your sample, drag it in here. This is what it sounds like right now. As you can tell, it's the sample from What Does It Matter How My Heart Breaks from Another Universe. So what I did to change this track is basically there's some vocals in here, about here.
Your kiss was such a sacred thing to me.
So you want to find the point where the vocals kind of cut off, or start rather. So it starts about here, so you want to cut that off. We don't want to have the vocals. Now, I'm not really happy with this mood. Oh, there's still some vocals left anyway. There we go. See, this sounds way too cheery for What Does It Matter How My Heart Breaks? So we're gonna cut this out as well. I think this is a good point to end it. Let's see if we can loop it here. It's not quite clean. So let's see if we can go back a little bit to right here where you see there's not that much audio. And we'll see if this makes for a cleaner loop. And that's already a lot better. Let's cut this part out as well. Put it back maybe. It's a lot of trial and error. Just see what works. I think that sounds pretty good. So we're gonna go with that. So now we have the entire sample here. As you hear, it cuts off rather abruptly. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the sample. We're just gonna take this back part here, where there's no audio at all. We're gonna cut this out, remove the rest, and just paste this on the end here. As you see, it still cuts off abruptly, but there's some time left, which means that when we start applying things like echoes and reverb, they will carry on the track a little bit longer. We'll stretch it out a little bit more so it fades out properly. So what we're gonna do now is get rid of that. We're gonna export. We're gonna go to MP3. We're gonna put it in here, I guess. I don't need to do that because I've already got the samples here. And basically, you're gonna once you get the entire sample together, you're gonna put it back in here, and you're just gonna stretch it out. Now, stretching it out basically means you go here, double click, and you take the pitch down all the way to minus 200 cents. If we listen now, I'll let you listen to the normal as well. you can hear, that's quite a difference. So if you repeat this enough times, you're gonna end up with something like this. Now that already sounds pretty good, but it's a little dry. So let's start adding some effects to it. This is the same file I used for the original track, so I've got all the effects right here. I did not look at them. I don't know exactly what I did here. It's been a while, so I don't remember, but I usually do about the same kind of things, and I do it by ear anyway. So basically, I'll just show you the entire process right here. So we put the track into the second mixing thing. I'm gonna add some compression. Basically, what this is gonna do is it's gonna make the more quiet parts of the song come to the forefront, and it's gonna suppress the louder parts of the song. And this is basically just a case of you gotta do this by ear. But these general settings I put here, if you do something like this, the ratio mostly and the gain, you can use those to balance out the volume and make sure that the effects are applied enough. The higher the ratio, the stronger the effects are applied. So if you put these three knobs at these exact amounts, you should be fine. You can just play around with these two knobs over here, and you'll be able to make something happen. Just make sure this is always at vintage, so you get that nice old sound to it. So for the next effect, we're going to use Soundgoodizer, which is basically an enhancer. What it does is it lifts up the track, it makes it sound a lot more full. Gives a lot stronger sound. I'll show you what I mean. This is the track without it. With it, you can hear that instant big difference it makes. It really gives it a lot more character. Don't need to worry about these knobs down here. If it doesn't sound quite right, try this knob. If it doesn't sound quite right, try this knob. You can increase or decrease the amount you use based on what sounds best. I think just the standard thing it comes with sounds pretty good right now for this track. Now we're gonna put quite a lot because it kind of creates that background bass atmospheric feeling, as you can tell. It kind of creates that unnerving feeling that we're looking for. So for the next effect, what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply some reverb. So we're gonna go through to reverb 2. We're gonna go with the cathedral setting to start off with. Then we're gonna increase the size to 100. Then we're gonna increase mod depth to 100. High cut, put that at 5.9. Come on, work with me here. There we go. Low cut, put that at 223. Decay, put that at 3.7. And we're gonna play around with these knobs later to see if this all works exactly the way we want it to. Alright, so let's listen to it now. Yeah, that's exactly the type of noise I was looking for. It's just that the delay is still a bit too long, I feel. So we're gonna put that at 3.3. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add. This is a plugin you have to install separately. It's called Valhalla Supermassive. It's also a reverb slash delay echo type plugin. So we're gonna put that in here. We're gonna go to Reverb, B medium. We're gonna take 80s mod room. Now let me remove the original reverb just to give you a sense of what this does to the track. Here's it without it. And here's with it. Now comparing it to the original reverb. Now you can tell the original reverb and the Valhalla Supermassive reverb are different because the original reverb, it's not as wide. It doesn't have as much long delays. It doesn't have as much depth to it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take this and use it to give kind of that forefront echo. And we're going to use this for the background. Now that sounds pretty good already, but something is still missing. So let's add some delay. I'm gonna go through the delay bank. We're just gonna see how it sounds on the sound. Now that doesn't sound great. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go to presets. We're gonna go to 3 echoes. Let's see how that sounds. I think that already sounds a lot better. I'm gonna put that in post. Reduce the time a little bit. So basically, there you have it. It's not the exact same, obviously, because actually I can let you hear the difference. So basically, what's the difference between these two right now is I used some equalizer. You can hear we're already a lot closer now. The last thing we have to do is we just have to reduce the amount of reverb so it all comes back to a nice place and it doesn't drown out the sound too much. All right, so there you have it. I'll let you hear them side by side one more time. Once again, they're not going to be the exact same, but they're going to be close enough. So here's the original. And here's the version that we just created. So there you have it, basically. This is what I do to every single sample that I find, and some of them I end up uploading once I edit them. Some of them I disregard. At the end of the day, if you really want to know how to do this, you will have to play around with all of these and all the other stuff in here, and just see what you can do with it, basically. But this is how I do it. So I hope that helped. I never made any videos like this before, so yeah, there you have it. Have a good day.